Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Tuesday night Heat Team call. We have Alexis Busselman here, and I'd just like to give you a little information about her. She actually lives in Inez, Texas with her family. She's a wife, a mom, and a health advocate, and she's previously a graduate of Texas A&M. All right, so previously she worked with an advertising agency before pursuing her passion for healthy living with the Juice Plus company. Well, Alexis was introduced to the Juice Plus product as a child and has consumed the products for 18 years. She has 3 little Juice Plus babies. She has Kennedy, who's 5, Ryder, who's 2, and Lane, who is 4 months old. It was when her and her husband, Justin, realized when they saw the business model to our company that this would give them the time freedom that would offer their family. She left her corporate job shortly after learning about the Juice Plus business, and that was just less than 2 years ago. Alexis is a 12 Club member. She's a new national marketing director on my team and also the winner of the Rookie of the Year award at the Eltons. And I personally know that this specific training is actually going to change a lot of the way we all are doing our businesses. So Alexis, if you would please just take it away and teach us what we all came here tonight to learn about. So thank you so much. Well, 1 second, I have to unmute you. And oh my gosh.
I'm unmuted. I'm good. Okay. I'm ready to go. Thank you all for those of you who've been hanging in there the last 10 minutes with us as we got some of those technical difficulties figured out. We are really appreciative to have so many people on the call this evening to learn. This is a leadership call. I really felt like there was a need on my team for more guidance for our leaders. And so this is something tonight that I'm going to be sharing about reshipments that I have incorporated within my own personal team this past month, and it's been really, really awesome. And so for those of you who do not know, in the past, only new orders were counting towards promotions. This made it really tough to reach, especially that QSC position, if you didn't get it right away. And so I was seeing a lot of our team struggle. I basically said, you've got to make it. As soon as you become a partner, we've got to just go for it and make it, because it was so hard to make those positions. Now, starting this month, January 2020, the new compensation plan allows us to count reshipments towards any of the fast track promotions. So this is going to be a game changer for our businesses. We have to know how to track these, and we have to know who to approach about being part of our team, restarting their promotions. And this is going to really allow us to, first of all, grow our team at a great rate, because we want all those raving fans to join our team and be able to count their reshipments. But then we also want all of our active working teammates who have been adding customers to be able to restart on all of their promotions. So first of all, the call tonight is recorded, so you'll have a chance to take a look back at it if some of this is things that you want to listen to again and rewatch. It's going to take some practice running these reports, filling out the worksheets, and then of course training your team. It's going to be, a job for us as leaders to be teaching each of our teammates who have partners on their team, how to do these as well. And so, as I said, tonight's training is going to be all about reshipments and how we're going to be taking advantage of those within our business. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to share my screen, and there's going to be a couple slides that I'm really hoping look super familiar to you guys. I sent out a Voxer message that had 2 reports y'all were supposed to run. And so I have them on here, but I'm not going to dwell on them too long. I'm not going to, walk you through each step. Just know that that Voxer message is existing out there. And also, if you're watching the recording, you can pause so you know how to run these reports. So with that, I am going to go ahead and share my screen. We are going to start with our first step. So this is going to be finding new frontline prospects. So we are going to be taking a look at all of your current customers, and we are going to be seeing if there's anyone that is a prospect to be a new frontline partner for you. So this is a report ran in your virtual office, and it's going to be under your customer data. So this is just like if you were going to go in to edit a customer order. So just to So there we go. So this is going to be your personal customers. So just know this has nothing to do with your team. These are just your customers. We are going to go ahead and take a look at what that looks like for when I ran this report for some examples. Oh, maybe. There we go. So my frontline prospects, this is what I saw when I ran this report. It shows me anyone that I have that has shipments coming up soon. And I want to go ahead and we're going to point out just a few things on here. So first of all, you'll see the next ship date. I sorted this so I saw the next ship date first. So it has all my orders in that particular order that they're going to be going out. So that's important so they're not all jumbled up. Now I'm going to take a look over there on the left side at who these customers are. Are any of them people that I think would be good business prospects? The first one that jumps out at me is going to be Alexandra. She has 2 orders, and she's actually someone who is on my dream team list. It was a huge win for me last year when she signed up for the product. She was not interested in signing up for the business. I, of course, presented it. But here she is coming up again on her reshipment. I know that she's been taking her product because I've been checking in with her, and now is the perfect time for me to maybe talk to her about joining our team, since those points are going to count towards her first promotion. The next one that jumps out at me is Paige, who has an order shipping out on February 20th. This is for her complete that's shipping out, but Paige's family actually has 4 orders. And so they are Juice Plus lovers. Again, someone I've approached previously about joining my team, but it just wasn't really the best time. And so this may be an opportunity for me to kind of get her re-engaged and ask again to see if she's interested. And then this last one, Lauren, I circled her on here because just last week, she just reached out to me and said, I was going to see if you could share with me a little bit more about the business. And so my first thought was, I wonder when her product's reshipping. And so those are some great prospects that I can take a look at that are in my personal customer list. So when we go to using reshipments to fast track to Partner Plus, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the requirements. So they need to have at least 2 customers. So these are 2 different people that have an order. At least 1 new customer during that time that the promotion takes place. And there has to be 1,000 promotional product volume. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at an example. So a personal customer, they have an order and it's reshipping February 15th. I'm going to call and invite them to join my team. And this is key, guys. I'm calling them in January. We want to make sure that she has plenty of time to capitalize on that reshipment. If I call her the day her product's reshipping, we're just really limited ourselves to that next 30-day window. If I call her in January, then we basically have a 60-day time frame to be talking and discussing about getting this promotion. So she's also going to need 1 to 2 people to help get her started so she has that volume and that structural requirement. So we're going to go ahead and look at Alexandra, my dream team member here. I would love for her to be part of this with me. So let's just take a look at what it would take for her if she did decide to become a partner, what it would take to get to Partner Plus. So she has a reship of her trio capsules that are going out. She has a reship of her child chewables, a reship of adult berries. And then I just kind of put this in there just so we kind of can see some numbers, adding a new personal order of omegas. We've already talked about omegas on numerous occasions, so I think this might be something she's leaning towards doing. And then she would need to add a new customer order. And let's just, for example, say that it's going to be a quad. That would get her over that 1,000 requirement for promotional volume. It would also get her a total of 2 customers, and 1 of those would be a new customer. So she would meet all of those requirements. So these are kind of the things that I'm thinking as I'm looking through all of those people that are on my list. Like, how much would it take for them to kind of hit this promotion? So what I really recommend is going into the Freedom Revolution under the compensation plan. You're going to see a worksheet for the Partner Plus. This is awesome. If you guys haven't had a chance to check these out yet, make that on your list to do. I have loved utilizing these worksheets. They've been very helpful. So another thing that we're going to need is the price and earnings guide. This is going to walk us through the product volume for each product. And And as of right now, most of us are probably still learning the product volume. So it's going to be really nice to have this handy as we're filling out some of these worksheets. So here is Alexandra. We just talked about some of the orders that she currently has in. So let's go ahead and take a look at her worksheet. So here's the worksheet. It has the requirements listed up there on the top, and then you can see I added in her current orders. So she has a reshipment going out February 15th for the trio capsules, the duo child gummies, and then the adult berry gummies. Makes this really transparent, easy to see. When is it shipping out? What is the product? What is the volume? And then she's already over halfway if she decided to become a partner with her reshipments. And what you can't see on the bottom of this worksheet, it actually gives examples. So that's really awesome for those of us, who are new into the business and you're trying to figure out like how many points is that really? There's some great examples down there at the bottom. So just so you guys know, she was a customer that I was talking to about joining my team. And then this is just a worksheet that I can put together if she says yes, and we want to go ahead and get a visual to that. So this next part, step 2, is going to kind of be where probably the most of us as leaders are going to find our time most spent. So this is going to be tracking promotions with our team. So I don't know about all of you out there, but I have a really large team. And when I first thought about doing this, I was like, this is going to be amazing. I have so many people that are going to be great prospects to qualify for reshipments for their new promotions with this program, but how can I possibly do worksheets for 150 people? So I got together with my leaders and said, let's talk about how we're going to do this. And I started training them. So this is how you're going to run the report to see your whole team. So you're going to go under team data, running a customer analysis, and then you have 2 options. Step number 3 here, you can either select a frontline teammate, or you can select your fin to see everyone. If you have a very large network, you may want to go ahead and look at it by frontline teammate. Or like I personally, I search my whole fin. I look at every single order that's going out so that I have a good idea of who is my best prospects. There's a couple other steps there, but now I'm going to go ahead and when you run the report, it's going to show you, I put this on here because this is where you're going to select. For those of you who aren't familiar with this report, you have an option to select the frontline teammate or your fin number. So then once you run the report, you're going to go ahead and you're going to see all your team and their orders that are reshipping. So I went ahead and I picked Norma because Norma was an incredible teammate that joined us in the fall. She was a rock star right out of the gate and got her Partner Plus and was just adding order. Every couple days I was seeing an order that Norma put in, but she just missed this promotion. And we chased it, but we just could not quite get there. So when this came up for reshipments, I was like, she's going to be the perfect person for me to talk to about getting started with this and talking to all of her customers that have already been started and making sure their orders are reshipping and then adding a few new orders. So again, I went to the Freedom Revolution. I downloaded the QSC worksheet because she's already a Partner Plus and has a decent number of customers. And then Norma and I are going to fill out this worksheet together. And so I'm going to walk her through, these are all the orders that you have reshipping. What does that actually look like? So again, I showed her where I was getting these numbers from the price and earnings guide where all the product volume is listed there. And then we walked through her report. We took a look at every order that is going to be reshipping in the next 60-day window. And so this was something I approached her with the beginning of January and said, look at how awesome this is going to be. Between the end of January and the end of March, we have an opportunity to have 14 reshipments going out. This is going to total over 3,000 in promotional product volume, and you are 5 orders away from your next promotion. I mean, this is a woman who put in 14 orders in a little less than 3 months. I mean, doing 5 orders is going to be no problem for her. I just had to paint that picture and share this with her because Norma just received her second shipment of Juice Plus earlier this month. So she is really brand new into this business, and she wouldn't have known how to do this if I hadn't walked her through it. So she already has the new partner that she needs. You'll see that box checked there. And then you'll see that we've listed out all of the orders that are reshipping. And again, I just downloaded this worksheet and typed them up on my computer, super easy. And then I put the date range on there, which is going to be January 30th through March 30th. So that's going to be really helpful in helping Norma get to there. I also want to take a look at this email. So I know that, we communicate with our team and our prospects in a lot of different ways, and I do utilize email for some of my people that I work with. And so Julie is a brand new teammate to our team this month in January, and she decided to join our team because she had products reshipping and she's loving her product. So I wrote this email to her and says, attached is a worksheet for you to review about your first promotion. She has 732 of the points, guys. 732 already. And I said, if you know one person willing to get started on the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, you're going to get promoted. I pointed out to her that we have an official training resource, which is the Freedom Revolution, and then our quick start guide, which is a really awesome, super simple, broken down version of the super basics of our company. And then I let her know I'm on Voxer. She's already on Voxer. She's already got her virtual office set up. And then I'm just really excited to work with her, to talk with her. And this is the worksheet that I attached in that email. So it has those requirements laid out there at the very top. And then I filled the worksheet out for her because she's brand new. She had a personal order that reshipped January 20th. It was her trio gummies. And then her husband, Bobby, had his order that reshipped on January 20th. And then she decided to add the omegas to her order. So that brought her total to 732. For someone who's brand new, this is really transparent where those numbers came from and what she needs to get to that first bonus. And this is really great for me as a leader to kind of have on file, because now I actually just talked to Julie today. We were talking about a prospect that we can reach out to together, but it's really transparent to her what she needs to do to get to that first promotion. So with all of us being leaders on this call, I thought I would leave us with some leadership goals for success. First one, the beginning of every single month, we should be checking in with all of our personal customers that have reshipments going out and that are good business prospects. So I actually have already looked through everyone on my list for February, because we're coming out, to the end of the month. So I've already gone through, looked at everybody, picked out the people that I'm going to prospect to. But it's really important that we're doing this at least at the beginning of the month, maybe even a week or two before that. So we have an opportunity to, talk to them before their order reships. Okay, the next one, leadership training. All of our qualifying sales coordinators and our sales coordinators on our team have at least one partner that's on their team. If you have a sales coordinator that's on your team, they have at least 5 partners on their team. So working with them, the leaders on your team, to specifically review how to run these reports and fill out the worksheets from the Freedom Revolution is going to take a huge load off of you if you can work with your team and start filling out these worksheets. I promise you, those of you who are sales coordinators on this call, or senior sales, or NMD, if you fill out one of these worksheets for a teammate, and send it to your national marketing director and say, look at how close Norma is to reaching this goal. Will you partner with me and help me get her there? It's going to be so easy for them to see exactly where they are with their points, exactly what they need to do. And they're going to say, yes, let's get Norma on the phone. Let's get a call set up. Let's get a plan in place. So getting those worksheets filled out is going to really help not only you and your team, it's also going to help your upline to be able to better assist you. And then this last one is having copies of the Quick Start Guide and the Success Guide, which are found on the Freedom Revolution under Getting Started, and the Partner Plus worksheets at events. So I personally am going to be sending home my brand new partners with a worksheet already filled out. Many of you have heard me speak before, and you know that for a lot of my customers who are coming on board, they are signing up at an event. A lot of them are making the decision at that event to become a partner, and I have nothing to send them home with right now. So with what we have now presented to us, I can actually send them home with a worksheet that has their quad order already filled out, and I can send them home with either the quick start guide if they're maybe just barely interested in kind of getting things started, or maybe they're a major prospect, they put in a huge order, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just send you home with the success guide. But I actually have those there with me, and they can take them home with them. So again, giving them a visual that they actually can see and send them home with. Or again, these are all accessible online, and you can email them over if that's easier, or if this is somebody maybe you're having a connection call with, or that you might not be seeing in person. So some really great options there for us as leaders to be taking note of how we can be getting people started. And so I am finding this on my team to be really, really valuable. As I said, I have been running leadership trainings with all of my QSCs and my sales coordinators this month. We've been sitting down in person. I've only been doing like 2 or 3 people at a time, because this is a lot of information to learn. Some of you may be on this call going, this is a lot. I'm not sure I got it all. And that's okay. I'll tell you, most of the people I'm working with they're hearing this for the first time. They're not familiar with the point requirement. They're not sure how to track things. And so this is a really slow process of, you know, getting your team up to speed on how to do this. But like I said, as a leader, it's our responsibility to be empowering our team to know how to run these reports and know how to track this. So I think I mentioned at one point that I have a pretty big organization. As a brand new national marketing director, I have over 150 teammates. And when I sat down and thought about how could I possibly do a worksheet for all of these people and contact all of these people, I realized that, first of all, it's not going to be possible to get it done in a timely manner. Second of all, I'm not being a very good leader if I'm doing it all myself. And the third thing is, if I could delegate this and teach my team how to do it, I can focus my time on helping those people get to those promotions rather than filling out the worksheets. And so, like I said, I've been running these workshops with my leaders. I've been sitting down with them one-on-one, sending them follow-up, walking them through how to do this process, and then partnering with them to help get each of their either prospects that are brand new teammates up and running, or current teammates that missed those promotions the first time or the second time around, and they're going for it again. And so this has been really helpful for us in, you know, just tracking this. I know there's been a lot of Voxers. For those of you who are national marketing directors on the call, you've heard the Voxers going out in the national marketing director chats, and they keep saying, Reshipments are a game changer for our business. Reshipments are going to allow us to promote more people on our team, but nobody's telling us how to do it. So this is the simplest way that I have found so far to be able to track these things, having a paper trail, having them saved on my computer, teaching my team how to do it, walking them through it once, twice, 3 times, however many times is needed, and then building this into our systems. So as we bring new partners on, they're getting these worksheets. They're used to seeing them. As soon as they hit Partner Plus, we're feeding them that QSC worksheet and plugging those numbers in for them and working with them. So by the time they become a sales coordinator, they know how to fill these out for themselves. So I hope that this was helpful for everyone. I'm going to glance through over here, see if there's any questions. It doesn't look like I'm seeing any questions. If you guys have any, feel free to jump out at me. I'm happy to answer them. Like I said, I really felt that this was bringing a lot of value to my business, and so I wanted to have the opportunity to share it with all of you who are leaders, so that you have a chance to work with your teams on this. The worksheets are under the compensation tab. So I just saw that question come up. The worksheets are on the compensation tab. They have all the short video clips that have the price and earning guide. All of that is on there. Okay. You can do this training through Zoom. I have a Zoom call on Wednesday night this week and on Thursday night this week where I am walking someone through how to do these worksheets together. If it's a brand new person, I would recommend probably just doing the worksheet and then talking them through it rather than filling out the worksheet with them. But that's up to you guys. I'll say that I have a partner on Thursday that I'm doing a call with. She's been one that's been consistently adding orders over the last year and has never even really gone for that QSC position. And when I presented this to her and said, you know, all of your reshipments, you have 5 reshipments coming up just in February. Do you want to go for this? Like, do you want to partner with me? I said, I'd love to have a call with you and just chat about the potential of this. And she said, absolutely. And so we're going to be doing this together on Thursday. It's something that I think is really going to help us make it more clear to our teammates. Okay. Sorry, I see some more questions coming up over here. The recording is going to be posted on the Heat Team YouTube channel. So there's a lot of awesome videos there. For those of you who are not part of our team, I know we have a lot of sidelines tonight. Make sure you go to the Heat Team's YouTube channel and check out all the videos, all the trainings on there. Y'all will be able to pause on those screens where I had how to run the report. Y'all will be able to pause those. If a customer, so there's a question over here, it says, if a customer just placed an order but has more coming up in a few weeks, will the one order just count? So every order after they sign up to be a partner is going to count towards that promotion. All right, sounds like we're good. We were only a few minutes over. I know that we got started a little bit late with our technical difficulties, so thank you all so much. I really appreciate you guys being on. I hope that this is something that you guys find value in and helps you guys get your teammates to their promotions.
Hey, Alexis, thank you so much. I'm going to unmute everybody. Just ask you to thank Alexis, and then we'll.
Great job, Alexis.
Thank you so much, Alexis.
So much.
Thank you.
Rock.
Thank you, Alexis.
It was really good.